Welcome to Crochet Woven Tales. I'm so happy you're here. Today we're making the first part of this beautiful modern granny square crochet clutch. This project is beginner friendly, works up quickly, and combines classic granny squares with a clean black and white color palette for a timeless look. What makes this clutch really special is the statement embroidery we'll add in part 2. It's a simple detail that completely transforms the bag and gives it a modern, elegant finish. We'll also add the lining, zipper, and handle in the next part, so make sure you don't miss it. Let's gather our materials and get started. For this project I'm using Pandora cotton yarn in black and white for the main squares. For the embroidery later, I'll be using Olivia Liva cotton yarn in hot pink and orange to create a beautiful contrast. You'll also need a 2.5mm crochet hook, a zipper, cotton fabric for the lining, a tapestry needle, a sewing needle with white thread, a key ring, and a pair of scissors. We'll begin by making our first granny square. Start with the black yarn and create a magic ring. Instead of beginning with the traditional 3 chains, I'm using 2 stacked single crochets. These will count as the first double crochet of the round. I really like this method because it creates a fuller, neater stitch that stands upright instead of leaning to one side. It's a small change, but it makes a noticeable difference in the finished square. Now work 2 more double crochets into the magic ring, then chain 2 to form the first corner. Repeat the same sequence 3 more times. Work 3 double crochets followed by 2 chains for each corner until you have all 4 corners completed. When you reach the beginning of the round, join with a slip stitch, chain 1, and fasten off. Before moving on, here's a helpful tip. While you're closing the first round, hold both tails of the magic ring behind your work. This helps secure them naturally as you crochet and saves a lot of weaving in later. It's one of those little habits that makes finishing your crochet projects much easier. Now let's continue with round 2. Join the white yarn. Again, begin with 2 stacked single crochets instead of 3 chains. Work 2 more double crochets, then chain 1. This completes half of the corner because we'll finish the other half at the end of the round. In every corner, work 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, then chain 1 before moving to the next corner. Continue repeating this around the square. When you reach the beginning, join with a slip stitch, chain 1, and fasten off. Here's another tip that keeps your granny squares looking more balanced. Whenever you change colors from one round to the next, don't join the new yarn in the same corner every time. Instead, join it in the corner before the one where you finished the previous round. This simple trick distributes the joins around the square instead of stacking them all in one place. Your corners stay more even, and the finished project looks much cleaner. Now let's crochet round 3. Join the black yarn. This round follows exactly the same pattern as the previous one. The only difference is that every side now has a new chain space. In each side space, work 3 double crochets followed by 1 chain. Then continue working the corners exactly as before with 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and 1 chain. From this point on, we'll simply alternate our colors. 1 round in black. The next round in white. Each new round adds another group of 3 double crochets in every side space while keeping the same corner construction. Continue repeating the pattern until your square has a total of 8 rounds. For the final round, instead of finishing with a slip stitch, we'll use an invisible join. An invisible join creates a much cleaner finish and makes it almost impossible to see where the round ends. It's one of my favorite finishing techniques whenever I make granny squares for bags. Trim the excess yarn, and your first square is complete. For this clutch, we'll need 4 black and white granny squares, 2 completely white granny squares, and 4 white half squares. Go ahead and prepare the full squares, and then we'll make the half square together step by step. Let's begin. Start with a magic ring. Work 2 stacked single crochets. Chain 1. 3 double crochets. Chain 2. 3 double crochets. Chain 1. And finish with 1 double crochet. Tighten the magic ring securely. Turn your work. In the first side space, work 2 stacked single crochets. Chain 1, 3 double crochets, and chain 1. In the corner space, crochet 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, then chain 1. Finally, in the last side space, work 3 double crochets, chain 1, and finish with 1 double crochet. As you continue making the half square, remember this important tip. Every round should begin with 1 double crochet followed by 1 chain, and every round should end with 1 chain followed by 1 double crochet. Those stitches create the side spaces needed for the first and last stitch groups in the following round, so keeping this structure consistent is very important. Repeat the same pattern until your half square also reaches a total of 8 rounds. Now that all of our pieces are ready, it's time to assemble the clutch. Arrange the full squares and half squares exactly as shown. Take a moment to check the placement before joining them together. We'll join everything using single crochet. Work through matching stitches on both pieces, making 1 single crochet in each pair of opposite stitches. Whenever you reach a corner, work 2 single crochets to keep the corners neat and allow the clutch to fold nicely. Continue joining the pieces the same way until the entire clutch shape is formed. At this stage, you can already see how beautiful the black and white design looks. The construction is finished, but we're about to take it to another level. That's the end of part 1. We've crocheted every square, made the half squares, and assembled the entire clutch. In part 2 we'll finish the edging, add the beautiful statement embroidery that gives this clutch its unique modern look, install the zipper, sew the lining, and attach the handle to complete the project from start to finish. Thank you so much for spending your time crocheting with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful, please subscribe to Crochet Woven Tales and turn on notifications so you won't miss future crochet tutorials, granny square projects, modern crochet bags, and beginner-friendly patterns. Now head over to part 2 on the channel, and let's finish this beautiful modern crochet clutch together. I'll see you there.